everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a little bit of a different video. I thought it'd be a cool idea with it being close to the holidays, and because I know a lot of you really like luxury items, that we would be here today with Luxe Touch Consignment, who I talked about in one of my previous videos. So we're here with Cyndee today.
Hi.
This is part one of two, so we'll do the first one to get to know them, their store, all about your history and how you got started, and then part two we'll do more or less buying and selling and what to look for in buying pre-loved goods and things like that. So to get started, let's just talk about you and how did you get started here and what made you decide to get into this business?
Well, it started many years ago, actually. It was me purchasing my own first bag.
What was it?
It was a Louis Vuitton pre-owned vintage piece. I can't even tell you today what it was, what model. But I even tell my clients, look out when they buy their first piece, look out, it's a slippery slope, you're on now, we've got you.
Yeah.
And sure enough, one led to two and three and four and five, and before I knew it, I wanted another piece, but budgets and what have you, I couldn't use them all, so decided to sell one to fund another one, and next thing you know, I was buying and selling and just for my own use.
Right.
But as I learned more, and I had it helped that I had a background in fashion anyway, and had an interest specifically in Chanel.
Okay.
So then started to seek out some vintage Chanel pieces as well. And then by and large, along the way, I was making connections back then in the industry and meeting other resellers and other luxury lovers who were asking me to sell their pieces for them. And it just literally led to a small business, which grew and grew and grew.
That's amazing. So you mentioned that you got started sort of like in the fashion business, and where did you get started and what was your background before?
I learned to sew at my mother's knee as a little girl, and I loved and enjoyed sewing. Started sewing professionally by the time I was in my early teens. Had people hiring me to sew things for them. It was a teacher in high school who encouraged me to apply to the Sheridan fashion program, and I did and was accepted, and so I went and graduated from their program as well. Very demanding. I had a teacher, a sewing teacher who I just adored, who would bring her own Chanel jackets in and let us take them apart to inspect the stitching and the beautiful workmanship in the jackets. Never knowing that one day I would own my own Chanel jackets. And so with that, I think really the love of couture was born.
Mm-hmm.
Always enjoyed the history of fashion classes that I took. Have quite an extensive collection of fashion books myself. Anything that is about Louis Vuitton, Chanel, or Valentino, or Dior, I have in my own personal collection. I enjoy just learning about it. I think I'm a firm believer that when we understand where they come from and what it's all about, that we can truly appreciate today what we have.
Yeah, that's amazing. So going from there, how did you get here? How did you find your own store and grow from there? It's probably a long process, but how did it all come about?
In a nutshell, the business was completely online. There wasn't a lot of Canadian business in those days. But as I noticed the luxury industry growing and changing in Canada, I started doing more and seeking out more business in Canada, doing vintage clothing shows in Ottawa and Hamilton and Toronto. Mm-hmm. And that led to growing a clientele and ladies asking to be able to see me and shop between shows.
Right.
So for a little while, a few years, I did it out of my home and had a dedicated studio and by appointment. And then we outgrew that as well. And that led us in turn then to looking for a location, at like a brick and mortar location.
Right.
So we started global and came local,
Yeah.
as opposed to the other way for us. So 2.5 years ago, we opened the store here, and in Cambridge, we chose near the 401 so that our clients coming from literally all over. They come from New York City and Ottawa, Montreal, London, Hamilton, Toronto, of course, as well as being able to serve the local community.
Right.
So
That's amazing.
Yeah, but let us hear.
Yeah, that's so nice, and it's so nice to see all the different brands. We'll do a quick tour so you can kind of see everything, and we'll go through so everyone can see what the store looks like and all the brands that you guys have. But now, very random, but what's the furthest a client has come from here, or even maybe that you've sold to online? What's the furthest you ever sent a
Well,
package?
it's quite common for us to sell to clients in Dubai, Australia, Asia, like Hong Kong, Singapore, all over Europe as well. A number of stylists and celebrities in LA and New York City. So literally all over the world. There's not many countries I haven't shipped to. Even Russia, I have shipped bags to. Of course, as I said, Europe, there's just about every country in Europe I think I've sent items to as well. Over the 15 years that I've been shipping internationally.
What was that feeling like the first time someone came to you from even Europe or across the pond where you're like, I'm actually shipping my product or my purchase to someone else?
Well, I think it was scary that, is it going to get to them?
Right.
Make sure you always, of course the buyer is nervous, but on the other side, the seller is just as nervous because we want you to receive your bag and be pleased with it and make sure it arrives in the condition that we sent it. So we're always very, very careful about packing it and making sure that it's not only packed that it will arrive undamaged, but elements too, because it could be going somewhere where there's snow or water or rain.
Yeah.
So we make sure that the packaging is waterproof as well.
Yes.
Just about anything can happen to it, short of being run over perhaps. But in all the years I've been shipping internationally, we've never lost a person. So always ship with tracking, with insurance, with a signature required at the other end. And that, then allows for a safe transaction for both buyers.
Right. So much to learn about all Preloved products, and most of the stuff in your store can be new, almost new, which is amazing because I don't think a lot of people really know that you can buy Preloved items and get almost new products. And I know there's quite a few items I purchased from you, especially the little Gucci Blooms purse. It's like the receipt was still in there, all the card holders, like there's so many things that you can buy that you don't have to pay full price for.
Exactly. And that's one of the hallmarks of what we do. When something comes in, we're looking at it for its condition. We like it to be in excellent, pristine, or preferably even still new with tags condition. We always encourage ladies, if you're not reaching for something, bring it in. Let's turn it into some cash for you that you can use for another purchase or just something else in your life that you'd like to fund. Those, when they're in what we call investment quality condition, you have the best chance of your item selling for you, as well as the buyer also will get the best enjoyment out of it. They're going to, if they get something that is still in great condition, they can use it, enjoy it, take good care of it, and then if you should choose to resell it down the line, it's going to come back to your investment, the best chance of it coming back to you, as opposed to, let's say, something that's not in very good condition to begin with. When you're done with it, the value at that point possibly isn't there. And so we kind of tend to leave those pieces for other resellers, or we take a pass on them, let's put it that way. And pick it. We're in an enviable position where we are able to pick and choose what we want to accept. And so we're very proud of the quality of pieces, of the quality of consigners that we have. And feel we're very fortunate that we're
Yeah.
able to offer some really great
Yeah, like
products.
just looking around the store, it's amazing what people want to consign with you and what they want you to be able to resell for them, and the quality of product that is in here is just amazing, from shoes to clothes to wallets to bags, everything. No, it's amazing. So going into more of the business side for you, what would be your tips for someone who has never consigned with anyone, they have a bag that they would like to consign with you? What are things that you are looking for them in a bag? Let's say they just have a purse. What's a more common purse that people are looking for, that they've got it semi-new condition, and what should they kind of be cautious of when they're looking to sell their purse?
Sure. First of all, if it's Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, Gucci, those tend to be, or YSL, the bags that are in the most demand at the moment.
Okay.
Again, the better condition it's in, the better chance we have of selling it. But definitely take time to look it over. Remove all of your personal possessions. We get all kinds of interesting things in bags. We take pictures and we've kept notes, and one day we say we're going to write a book about all the interesting things that we find in handbags that get left behind. So definitely clean out any lint, wipe it down. If you have extras still with it, you have your dust bag, you have a box, even a carrier bag, receipts, authenticity or numbered cards, all of that will help sell your bag.
Right.
Not necessarily increase the selling price, but it will help make that item more saleable.
Okay.
Ladies love to have all of those extras.
Right.
Not always are they important, but they certainly they help.
They help.
Yes,
Right.
for sure.
Perfect. So if they have this purchase, how do they contact you? How would you prefer them to reach out to you if they are looking to sell a bag or some sort of item, in terms of your process and what you like to go through?
If it's somebody who's local that can drive to us, that's great. Come on in, bring the piece in, and let us take a look at it. Otherwise, contact us by email or through Instagram or Facebook. Send us some photos. We're always happy to start there. We get bags sent to us from all over the world, so it can be sent to us too. We'll help you with how to send it to us,
right,
as far as making sure it's coming safely and securely, again back to with signature and tracking and insurance. But so there's lots of different ways we can have a bag come to us, whether it's in person or it's sent to us. We're happy to accommodate either way.
No, that's perfect. And is there any items that you are looking for maybe that are, because I know you guys kind of have a list if people are looking for certain items, and if there's a more popular one, you usually do a wait list. Is there items that you're constantly always looking for that people want and they would just want to get their hands on?
Absolutely. We're always looking for classic Chanel and Louis Vuitton pieces, vintage Louis Vuitton pieces, YSL bags with the tassel, and the newer pieces that since they've started to do the Kates and Lulus, they're very, very popular. Gucci as well, new designer, doing great things with the brand, well priced, excellent quality. Marmont belts we can't get our hands on. Waist packs, can't get our hands on. If anybody has those anywhere in your closets, bring them on out and let's take a look at them. Again, as I said, the classic pieces. The seasonal pieces, they can take a little longer to sell, but a classic flat bag or a Louis Vuitton Speedy, never full, anything like that. They move along pretty quickly, for sure.
Do you have a pretty good constant flow of items coming into your store? Or is it go through waves depending on season?
It's pretty constant. We say to ladies, drop in regularly or check our Instagram regularly because things change monthly, weekly, daily, sometimes by the hour. We never know what's going to walk through the door or when the postman comes, like, wow, what's coming today? Or we love when we see trucks pull up and, wow, let's see what's coming in. So, because things are literally coming in from all over the world, not just walking through our door.
Right. Yes. Right. So fun. It's like Christmas every time you get a
Yeah, it is. It is. It's hard to work here.
No, that's amazing.
When you're looking at purchasing a piece, it's always a good idea to do your homework, know what you're looking for. When we have buyers come in, we say to them, whether you're going to buy from us or anyone else, make sure you know who you're dealing with. Make sure you're dealing with somebody who's reputable, who knows what they're talking about in the industry, and that way you will be happy with your purchase. There's a lot out there that, people find out later that they thought they bought something from that's authentic and it turns out to be counterfeit. We do guarantee authenticity. We do our due diligence. Things when they come in are always subject to authenticity checks and are double, triple checked, and if we ever have any sort of doubts about that kind of thing, we don't hesitate to use our own circle of other resellers, professional authenticators if we deem it necessary, to make sure we're always selling you something authentic. That is number one.
Yeah. Has there ever been a chance where you really had absolutely no idea and you've reached out to every possible person? You're like, I don't know whether this is real or not.
I've never been stumped. Sometimes we've disagreed within, because we always all check things. It's not always left just to one person. We run it by everybody. And so if there's any disagreement amongst us, then we start the outside process.
Right.
And generally speaking, a professional authentication service where that's all they do will settle the argument.
They'll break that tie for you.
Absolutely.
No, that's amazing. I think we should get into the tour because I think people want to see what you've got here.
Okay, so let's go for our tour here. Over here we have vintage fur that we carry in the winter seasons from basically September through May. We carry everything from mink to fox, raccoon, and sheepskin. Lovely pieces, all vintage pre-owned as well. Then on the other side, at the front, we have contemporary accessories and event and gala wear. Beautiful dresses and gowns. Diane von Furstenberg, for instance, this beautiful silk would make a great holiday dress for the Christmas season. Moving along, we get to our shoe area and section. We carry contemporary brands like Stuart Weitzman and Cole Haan, and then all the way, and Todd's, all the way up to Chanel and Louboutins. You'll find Jimmy Choo's, Manolo Blahniks, and just about any type of sandals in the summer to boots in the winter. Right here, for instance, I'll show you a beautiful pair of Valentino rock studs that we've had come in. They're one of the most popular shoes today, and we're very fortunate we have a pair available. Chanel and Gucci shoes, lovely pair of Louboutins, another pair of Chanel ballerinas that are, again, a classic style. Moving on, we carry clothing. Everything you'll see on our racks ranges from Marc Jacobs to Smythe. We carry Gucci, Christian Dior, Rag & Bone, Chanel, St. John, and the list just goes on. Armani, all of the clothing that we carry, we like to have it mirror the handbag luxury brands and accessory brands that we carry as well. Premium denim here, so your beautiful high-end brands like Mavi, Citizens of Humanity, J Brand, and so on and so forth, you'll find on this rack. That brings us to the couture wall of handbags. Gucci, YSL, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. We are very blessed to have some beautiful selections, especially at this time of year. You can come in and even find gift quality pieces. That's where, when we were talking earlier about brand new pieces that have never been used, these are the perfect time of year to be purchasing something like that. We also carry luxury accessories and small leather goods in this cabinet, and sunglasses, even luxury perfume and accessories. A few men's items here and there too. You'll notice some shoes down at the bottom that you'll find once in a while. We may have some belts, maybe some small leather goods and shoes for men.